Today we're going to talk about and explain how to use Goanimate. So from our Google page that you should see when you first start on, if you don't see this, just click yourself a new tab up the top there. It'll load a new Google page and you should be right. You need to click on the home button. I don't have a home button on my PC, but you on your Chromebook should. I'm going to use my shortcut here to go to our blog. Don't forget our blog is year 3, YEAR 3, and push enter and you should come here. We need to go to the tab down here which says curriculum resources, then click on the ICT part of that menu. When you scroll down, you can see near the bottom there's a Goanimate bit of information, and at the bottom there's the website, the link that takes you to the website. We're going to use year 3 at smhampton.catholic.edu.au and year 3 as our username and password. We might change these, and I'll change them on the blog if we do, but for the time being we're using those. Yeah. So click go to the Goanimate site. When we get here, click on log in at the top. You've got those 4 buttons across here and the make a video. Click on the login one for us, please. We then need to enter in our login information, which is year 3 at smhampton.catholic.edu.au, which is the username, and the password down here is year 3 YEAR 3, all together and all lowercase for the word, and push login. So that's it. Here there's a few videos that you can watch at your leisure if you want to check out some of the other things that other classes have made other years. But I'm going to go straight into making one. So we click up here on the orange button which says make a video. It takes us to the make a video, or how to start, the first part of it. First part is selecting a theme. Now if we all do the same one to start off, it makes it a lot easier. So if we all use this comedy world, when I hover over this person's head you can see that the orange button appears. If we slide down and click on the video, make a video please. Alright, so when you do that, it will load now the little software screen that we'll use to create our animated video. So I'm going to go through some of the buttons and then you have a play yourself and see what you can come up with. So the first one up the top here, you can see this orange little rectangle with a little hill inside is your backgrounds. You can see there's some backgrounds here. We've got airport boarding gate, airport check-in, an army camp, and so on. So you can scroll down here, there's lots and lots and lots of different ones that you can use for your thing. So you can either use drag it down here. I've got my mouse, so I'm using the wheel to go through, but there's lots of things you'll be able to choose. So for argument's sake, I might first start off and just have the house there, put that as my background. Alright, so you've got your first sort of background that's going to happen there. You need to put a person in there, so the next tab across there is a character. So you click character. When you click that, from the beginning you get loaded these ones here that come with it. These are your custom characters. So there's an untitled one, an untitled, a bodyguard, an untitled, and untitled. So you got 2 blokes and 2 ladies and a bodyguard. Stock characters, I think they've got those little lock at the moment. They're ones we can't use. We might be able to use once I do the free trial, but at the moment they're locked. So we can only use our stock characters, which will do us for the time being. I might choose this fellow. So if I click on him once, he appears down here. And then I might choose someone to talk to him. So I might choose the bodyguard, again, the other person I talk to. So you click both and they appear. If I go down on here, you see when I hover over the bodyguard it turns orange, or that has orange border. That means I can click on him and I can drag him forward. I can click on the other fellow and move him. Alright. When I click on that person, you can see how now it's getting a box around it, which I can then drag and make my person bigger, or I can make my person smaller. So you can sort of, if you imagine this person might be coming around the corner here in the distance, might be listening to what the bodyguard's doing. He may be smaller and he may be in the background. But I'm going to have my fellow talking, so I want them roughly about the same size. I'm going to bring him a bit closer. You can also see you've got your little arrows up at the top that I can rotate my person, turn him left and right. You do many other little things with him. Now, you can see here on the left here now, when I've clicked my person, there is these other little icons turning here. I can actually get my person to be doing different things. So he's standing here now at the moment pretty motionless, but I can have him standing cross-armed and thinking, yes, I'm not overly impressed with you, bodyguard. Or over here, you could be kneeling down, saying, I'm very sorry, I didn't mean to do something. So you can actually get him to do different actions. You also can get him to be different emotions too. So the character can be laughing, sad, excited, chuckling, taunting, or fearful. I might get him to be sad. So he's standing there and now he's sad. So that's the actions I can get each character to do. The next box across here is the dialogue. Now we're going to play around today just typing some stuff in and do it, but when we make our things we might actually use a mic recording, which we might record some things on the little handheld mics and then we might upload them. We'll see how we go, but we're first start using this text-to-speech. So if you click that, now we can choose that character which we had highlighted, which is the man with the glasses, what he wants to say. So he's looking sad and he's going to talk to his friend there. We might have him say, well, because he's a male, I'll leave his voice to be male. I'll leave it in English. I don't think you can get it having different accents and stuff. I'd suggest, or say to people, if you leave it on English for us, please. If you want to just change the accent of each person, you can. You might want to have, I might put him to Simon, an English voice Simon. And I might say to my character, why do you always keep following me? I might write. Yep, so he's upset, he's crying. Put an exclamation mark. So you click that and it will create that. It'll actually have that character saying that.
Why do you always keep following me?
So you might have heard that he's just said that. You can hear it, play it again.
Why do you always keep following me?
If I'm happy about what it's been said, I want to change it, I change it, that's fine. Here, the middle one, I'm not sure what that is. You can actually delete if you don't want, just delete that what goes on. But I'm going to happy with that, I'm going to say add voice. I'm then going to get my other character to turn around. I'm going to click on him. It's the same thing. I can get him to make him smaller, get him to feel something action-wise, be unhappy, whatever. I might stand with his arms crossed for this one here. Now at the moment he's actually facing away from my person. So I can get him to about face. I can do that by selecting him. Above up here there's one which says swap. Another one's add movement. Another one which says flip, bring forward, send forward, or delete the asset or the person. This one here, flip, is what I'm after. It changes the direction. So now he's facing at the person. I might drag a bit closer. So that's all I'm going to do on this scene, because for each scene you can only have one person talking. At the moment I've got this fellow talking, so I can't have two people talking at once. Yeah. And this down here indicates there's my scene, and then I've added some talking to it. If I highlight over, you can see that's what it's actually saying. All right. So I want to add another scene, so I'm going to push plus. Another scene occurs. So after my first character says something, obviously the bodyguard might respond. So I'm going to click on the bodyguard. I'm going to have him now feeling, I don't know what else might he feel. An emotion might be saying, He might be sad because this fellow's talking, so I'm going to make him look sad. And he's going to say, "What do you mean?" Comma. Why am I following you? Question mark. You pay me to follow you, so I do. I'm going to leave it on Joey. My other fellow was Simon, so you want to have a bit of difference in the sound, so I'll leave it on that. So I'm going to generate the voice.
What do you mean? Why am I following you? You pay me to follow you, so I do.
I'm going to add the voice there. So again, that's the scene. I might add another scene. Now you can get your characters to move. Up here there's other props I can add. Might add, see there, in this scene here you could add another prop. What else could be on there? I might have, I don't know, I might have this lamp here. And you can get this lamp here to actually move. I have to work out how to do that. He can click on that. I might do that later. I might just get the character to walk off the scene for this next song. Right? So I'm going to click on him. I can click on enter and exit. I then say add an exit motion because that's what I want the character. I want him to leave. So he's going to exit. This is how he's going to exit. It says to slide. There's all different ways of doing it, but I'll leave it just on slide to show that effect. I will get him to go to the right, slide out to the right because that's the way off the screen there. And he will do that when the slide comes on. He will do that after, let's say, I might say after half a second, he will leave. And he's going to leave and he's going to say, "I have had enough." Exclamation. And don't forget, he's going to be, what did I say he is? Yeah, he's Simon, isn't he?
I have had enough.
And then he's going. So add the voice. So then we'll see how, I'll show in a second how that goes. So I've got him to move off the stage. I think that should be it. Let's see how that works. I might play what I've got so far. So if you go up the top, you can go preview. And it'll sort of load up roughly what you have done so far.
Why do you always keep following me?
What do you mean? Why am I following you? You pay me to follow you, so I do.
I have had enough.
And he leaves. So obviously you can save that, or you can go back to editing. We're going to go back to editing. So we only get, say, 30 seconds of this video. I might up here, see how you can get this little X up here? If you click on that and just get rid of that there. I think you get 30 seconds of videos all we add. Or might even be 30, might be only about 20 seconds. So it's not very long. What else could I show you? You can also get them to move up here by adding movement. So if I click on this fellow, see above him there, add movement, or there, add movement. You can also do other things. So I might just click on new scene. The fellow's left, because that's what happened last time. I might get the bodyguard storming off after him. So if I click on the bodyguard, I may make it the bodyguard angry, because he's person he's supposed to be looking after is run off. We've got an angry one here. Fearful, cheerful, chuckle, laughing. Don't have angry. Basic. Talk. No. Alright, can't be angry. I might have him just laughing at him because this fellow's carrying on so silly. Exit. And not exit actually, go back to here. Use this one. Walk. So then I can get him to walk off after my other fellow. So drag where I want him to go. So I want him to go off the stage, I might drag over there. Tells what style I want to do, so I'm going to action here. The movement is that. Timing the whole scene. Well, I don't want to do, I want him to walk off. Yeah, well, I might have him walking off the whole scene actually. And I might get him saying, come back here. How am I supposed to look after you if you keep running away? Alright, he needs to be Joey, the same as we had before, so I'll leave it at that. Generate the voice.
Come back here. How am I supposed to look after you if you keep running away?
And then add the voice. Alright, so that's probably all I'm going to do now. So I've shown you a little bit about getting a character to move. Some different prompts. I didn't actually put in any prompts in the end, did I, when I was doing that? If you click off here, get rid of close that button up here, the scene settings. I could have put a prop in here. I can have a chair in here if I want a folding chair. Stick it over here. No, not folding chair really. Click on that. Let's get something else a bit more, what could I have in my garden? There we go, I might put a tree. Put a tree over here in the garden. Make it a bit smaller. But you can add things to your thing to have, have it going. You can even have different objects falling from the sky or moving around. Just a matter of coming up with some different things. Yeah, that's about most things. You can actually have a narration about a scene if nothing's going on. You can actually have talking about what's happening, but we won't worry about doing that. Main things we worry about is the backgrounds, adding some characters, and if you want to add some props, you can do that. This is speech bubbles. You can have speech bubbles coming from characters because we're getting or saying different things. I don't think we have to worry about that. So have a play around, get some things on there. And then saving wise, we go save. Once you're finished, give it a title. So this could be the bodyguard. Don't worry about any tags, don't worry about that. We'll leave it as a draft, and you might just say save only. It saves it in. I think we'll be able to go back and view it. And I might have a quick look and show you what I've created here.
Why do you always keep following me?
What do you mean? Why am I following you? You pay me to follow you, so I do.
I have had enough.
Come back here. How am I supposed to look after you if you keep running away?
Beautiful. You'll see that actually when he walked there, the tree was in front of him. So I should probably make that tree, send it to the back. But yeah, I won't worry about that at the moment. So that's a short go. Main thing is have a play around and get used to it. And we're going to enjoy yourselves. All right. Thank you.